A very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6. Reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. My name is Oluwatoyin Oyedola. The Honorable Member representing Esan West, Esan Central and Igwebe Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, has donated several sewing machines, motorcycles and cash gifts to youth and women in his constituency. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Orator reports that the beneficiaries heaped praises on the Honorable for his benevolence and prayed more strength on him to continue in his noble path. The report.
Yes,
congratulations. Jennifer, congratulations.
The member representing Esan West, Esan Central and Igwebe Federal Constituency at the Federal House of Representatives and former Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, in his philanthropic gesture, have empowered men, women and youth under his constituency with cash, motorcycles, and sewing machines. The empowerment program attracted the PDP governorship candidate Dr. Aswa Igodalo, former senator representing Edo Central Senatorial District, Engineer Clifford Odia, amongst others. Speaking at the event, Honorable Marcus Onobu appreciated the people of Esan West, Esan Central, and Igwebe Federal Constituency for their support, adding that the empowerment initiative is in a bid to give account of his stewardship to his people and that he will continue to do more for them.
Just to assure you that my business in Abuja is for representation, lawmaking and oversight. And for those that have been following us, you will agree that in spite of my limitation in moving and limitation in speed, we have been able to discharge this responsibility adequately because this is what I promised you I was going to do.
Right Honorable Marcus Onobu also listed his achievements in his 1 year in office, while emphasizing that he is a promise keeper and will continue to work for the good of the people of Esan West, Esan Central, and Igwebe Federal Constituency.
A few months ago, less than 2 months ago, I'm sure our leaders from Igwebe, they are here. I called our leaders, I said we are bringing a medical center to a building. Where do we put it? They mentioned a place called Okuta. And our leaders went there to lay the foundation. When we put up those pictures, people were writing on social media that when I just put block for ground and I'm not going to do the work. But today, I am proud to tell you that that work is completed in
High point of the event was the presentation of cash, motorcycles, and sewing machines to beneficiaries.
Congratulations. Gerard Favor, congratulations.
Amadi Moses.
Amadi Moses, congratulations.
The beneficiaries took turns to appreciate the member representing Esan West, Esan Central, and Igwebe Federal Constituency, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, for his philanthropic strides, while praying for more strength for him to do more.
And I'm appreciating God. I am giving God thanks on behalf of Right Honorable Marcus Onobu. I really want to say thank you to him, and God bless him, uplift him higher. And above all, I ask God for his grace and mercy to prevail over his life.
I thank God for Honorable Marcus that bring up the empowerment for us.
I'm very happy for the machine. May God bless Ashu Igodalo and Honorable Marcus. May God bless them.
Oh, really expect them. That yesterday when they called me, I said, hey, this one don't reach my hand for Honorable one. So I'm really happy. I'm happy very well.
In an interview with BeeTv News, the PDP governorship candidate Dr. Aswa Igodalo, Senator Clifford Odia, Honorable Chief Mrs. Stella Ohoro, Honorable O.J. Eugene Inegbebo, High Chief Sir Hilary, and others poured encomium on Right Honorable Marcus Onobu for living above board.
The most distinguished Right Honorable Marcus Onobu has performed fantastically well. He's a man of the people anyway. He loves his people and he means well for his people, and he will continue doing brilliantly well for his people. The empowerment he has given the people today will enhance them to lift them from suffering, from poverty, and to help the development of the rural economy here. He has done fantastically well, and we're all very proud of him.
Marcus Onobu has been a performer from the time of his early age, so we're not surprised to see what he's doing right now today. As Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, he did marvelously well. Right now, he's performing as well. So wish him well. I hope we continue to enjoy him, as long as God gives him good head to follow the affairs of this constituency.
Seeing my son doing well, my lovely son, the anointed one, they say he go do harm and he don't do harm. He don't do harm already. And our incoming governor is coming to support him again. He will continue to do more.
I want this guy has a marvelous job. He is known for goodness, he is known for kindness, he is known for development. He has proved it before as Speaker, and he is doing it again as a member representing 3 local governments in the Federal House of Assembly. He is representing PDP in the whole state, and we are proud of him.
One honorable adult to vote for PDP, we must be united in this, that this empowerment must continue. With what he has done, we know, comes September 21st, if all of us have something like this, it will enable Marcus to do more.
A few weeks ago, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu also empowered members of his constituency with industrial sewing machines and financial empowerment to make them financially dependent. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The candidates of the All Progressive Congress in the Edo State forthcoming governorship election, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has said no amount of shooting of guns from thugs of opposition parties will deter him from presenting his manifesto to the people of Edo State. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that Senator Okpebholo made the statement when his campaign was disrupted by gunshots at Ubekwe, a Berry town in Isako Central local government area, by thugs. The report.
The APC campaign in Edo Central and Edo South senatorial districts was peaceful, with crowd of party members and supporters coming out in large number to identify with the APC. However, there was a twist when the campaign train shifted to Edo North senatorial district. First, it was in Akoko Edo where some suspected trigger-happy thugs shot to disrupt the peaceful campaign. This time around, the unwelcome thugs came to flex muzzle again with gunshots, trying to create tense atmosphere as though the leaders of the campaign were checking out of the rally. The APC governorship candidate, Senator Monday Okpebholo, issuing a strong warning to the opposition party, suspected to be behind the sporadic shooting at Ugwekpe-Ekperi, Isako Central local government area of Edo State, said no amount of threat of gunshots and violence acts from the opposition party will stop him from reaching out to the people of Edo State to vote for him on election day. He said those who are behind the barbaric act will surely be apprehended and dealt with, and they will have their fingers to bite in the end.
21st of September, we must send them packing. The only thing they have done in our state is to introduce bad governance. They have done it in such a way that the only thing they know how to do is to buy guns for our youth. Today, they demonstrated it. Because they saw the mammoth crowd we are having, they started shooting guns. Is that how to do election? But that day, 21st, one man, one vote. One man, one vote. One woman, one vote. One woman, one vote. One youth, one vote.
Also speaking, the chairman of APC Campaign Council, Senator Adams Ushomole, expressed dismay at the incident and frowned at how Governor Godwin Obaseki is allegedly giving guns to unauthorized persons to perpetrate evil in the state in the guise of being security network. He urged the people not to be afraid, but to come out on election day to exercise their franchise.
They want to miss your vote. They want to miscarry our decision. They cannot succeed. That day you will be vote fully protected. There will be full security protection. You understand? Do you understand? Yeah. Are you going to be afraid? No. There will be soldiers. There will be police. There will be security. Now your ballot box. Nobody can snatch it. One man, one vote. One woman, one vote.
In spite of the attempts to disrupt the campaign activities, the campaign member became resilient as they continued with delivering of their message to the people as the campaign later shifted to Fuga, the administrative headquarters of Esako Central Local Government Area, where a large numbers of supporters converged to receive the APC candidate. Addressing the people, Senator Monday Okpebolo promised to sweep away kidnapping and insecurity from the community, as well as employ teachers in schools in the community within its first 100 days in office and provide them with functional health care.
I am telling you, I am assuring you that our land will be safe. That is where I am coming. I am going to provide us with security. Kidnapping will be a thing of the past in our land. We will bring about development, construction of road, schools. We will employ over 5,000 teachers in our 100 days in the office. Healthcare centers will come to this community. We must make sure that you have pipe-borne water to drink. We are coming to work for Edo people.
The APC campaign in Edo North Senatorial District continues. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The APC governorship candidate, Senator Monday Okpebolo, has promised to construct the Ugboa Road in Esan Southeast, linking to Anegbete and Udaba in Esako Central Local Government Area of Edo State. As it says, it will improve the connectivity between the communities and promote economic development in the state. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that Senator Monday Okpebolo made the promise when his campaign train visited Anegbete, Udaba, and Ogbona, respectively, in Esako Central Local Government Area. The report.
The campaign train of Senator Monday Okpebolo in a tour of Esako Central Local Government Area visited Anegbete, where a large crowd of supporters and people who are majorly farmers left their farming activities to receive the campaign train. Senator Monday Okpebolo assured the people that when elected, his administration will embark on the construction of Anegbete Road linking to Ugboha, and said it will improve the connectivity between the communities and enhance socio-economic development.
Yesterday we discussed about the linking from Ugboha down to this place. I should begin to have a picture of what I want to do in my mind. Yes. That is why I said I am going to link here with Isham. We are not far from each other. 15 minutes drive, we are here. Once the road is completed, once the road is completed, 15 minutes drive, you are here. Day and night, we can interact with each other. We can exchange. We can come here. We can go to our place. So we are one. I want to thank you because I know many of you here are farmers, and we too we are farmers. So we will support the farmers. We will provide you with everything that you needed to farm.
Similarly, the campaign train visited Udaba community, and despite being a market day, the people were on the ground to receive the candidate. Addressing the crowd, Senator Monday Okpebolo said when he's elected into office as the next governor, he will construct the Udaba Road in Esako Central Local Government Area down to Ugboha, and will provide security in the community, empower farmers with soft loan, and provide them with fertilizers.
That day, 21st of September, we used to teach them a lesson. We will let them know that God is our power. They do not have power over us with their gun. They cannot silence us with the bullet in the sound of a gun. I am telling you that with time, they will cry and they will realize the day what they have done.
The chairman, APC Campaign Council, Senator Comrade Adam Seriko Shomole, said Senator Monday Okpebolo has come to restore development in the rural communities of Edo State. He said basic and necessary social amenities that they would need to strive and make life easy for them will be provided when APC government comes on board in Edo State.
When the governor see the votes from this place, the kind vote well that they give me, nobody need to tell them, say, because every governor wants to do 210. He knows if he don't do, he don't feel come back here. When he gets a gala vote, because you preaching between us and Pascal. Pascal will be wasted. But Pascal and Pascal go down, they cannot win.
In the same vein, the message was the same at Ogbonna Town. The APC governorship candidate Monday Okpebholo told the people to sweep off the PDP with their voters' card and vote in APC, stating that the PDP have failed the people of Edo State with unrealized excessive promises.
Now, tomorrow they go tell you, say, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to do this. Time never finish for them. We will start to employ teachers. In the next few months from now, once we come into office, I will employ over 5,000 teachers.
The leaders of the APC, including Comrade Adams Eric Oshomole, sensitized the people to come out on the 21st of September to vote for APC and watch out for the broom, which is the logo of the party on the ballot paper, saying that when APC comes aboard, it will bring development back to the state.
We go follow Uno Road. We go follow Don't War for us. Our people take our 6 say, before you go there, say, see what I go do for you. You go answer and say what you don't do before.
On the day of election, we vote ni APC. Wadama vote ni APC. We vote ni Uyalo Asimare Buko. One more APC. You recall, it's only APC that have done something for you in this life. Is it not true? Has PDP done anything for you? Has Obaseki done anything for you? Are you going to vote for them?
Another vote now on the 21st. Lavegi Senator Monday Okpebholo alias Akpakomiza. Ugare vote now, Yobogwi. Thank you very much. Development, more development, very on the I want to appeal to you on this note. This young man, Ogima Yogwa, is a very humble person.
Supporters of the APC in Esako Central Local Government said they will vote massively for Senator Monday Okpebholo and Dennis Idahosa on election day. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Minister of the Niger Delta, Abubakar Momo, has condemned the gun attack on the governorship candidates of the All Progressive Congress. Senator Monday Okpebholo's campaign train, allegedly by a councillor in Ososo community, Akoko Edo local government area, at the kickoff of the party's Edo North rally. BeeTv News Osaroge Agwebo reports that gunshots were fired as a convoy exited the campaign, leading to a stampede. The report.
The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Honorable Abubakar Momo, who was part of the campaign train of the APC when the shooting occurred, called on the Department of State Services and other security operatives to arrest the alleged culprits for his excesses. He said election will not be won by shooting of guns, but by casting of ballots, and that Edo people have made up their minds to vote, and no matter the number of gunshots, that would not stop Okpebholo's emergence as the next governor of Edo State.
They are already jittery because it's one of the reflux. A councillor in that ward, who of course saw that we were going, decided to shoot a gun. They'll be too small. We write them off by the grace of God. There's no room for violence. There's no room for all this kind of things. So if a councillor elected to protect people cannot come broad daylight and shoot a gun, I think we ask take the commission up. They will go and arrest that boy.
The state campaign coordinating director of the APC, Apostle Sule Faraday, also expressed his displeasure at the attack, but assured party faithful and Edolites that the party will be ready for those desperate to disrupt the party's journey to the government house come September 21st.
We were leaving Ososo and got shot. They may have done that to discredit this APC campaign, but I tell you, it's a sign of victory. What they have done now will make us sit tight in terms of security. That's to say, They have literally told us their plans towards the election.
The attack on the APC campaign train is another sad reminder of the ugly side of Nigeria's democratic journey, which has been bedeviled with violence and election manipulation. It is hoped the relevant authorities, especially security agencies, will do the needful ahead of the polls. Osaroge Agwebo reporting for BeeTv.
In other news, Akwa Ibom states the state government has approved the immediate acquisition of 2 Bombardier CRJ aircrafts. The approval was granted during the State Executive Council meeting for the month of August 2024, presided over by the State Governor Umo Eno at the ESCO Chamber, Government House, Uyo. Briefing journalists after the meeting, the Commissioner of Culture and Tourism, Charles Sudo, said the new 2 CRJ jets, just like the recently received Airbus 220-300, are not part of the aircraft ordered in 2021, out of which only 1 so far has been delivered.
To consolidate its leadership position. Recall that Ibom Air is currently the leading airline in Nigeria, and despite that, ESCO believes that the airline should not rest on its house. The airline should continue to do more to consolidate its position. And so ESCO has approved that immediately 2 new CRJ jets be acquired by the airline to increase its fleets.
Now, 1 year after the death of Taiwo Akikumi, the designer of the Nigerian flag has finally been buried. He was laid to rest at his home in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. BeeTv News Joyce Earring has the details.
After a week-long burial activity, the funeral service for Taiwo Akinkunmi took place at the Obafemi Awolowo Stadium in Ibadan. Amidst the discounting attendance, the choir and music band filled the atmosphere with soulful song paying tribute to the late icon. Acting Governor for your state, government officials and clerics who paid their last respect emphasized the importance of upholding the unity and peace of Akinkunmi's legacy.
Akinkunmi did not hold any political office, but he left a legacy, and he contributed more importantly than many people who held offices.
In times of turmoil, estrangement, and divisive politics, this simple yet profound design has reminded us of the underlying commonality in our aspirations as a people. It is a conscious synthesis of identity, culture, and hope, all crafted through the brilliant mind of Pa Akinkunmi.
Acting Governor of the state says the legacy of the late Taiwo Akinkunmi must not be forgotten, calling for its immortalization.
Perhaps the Director National Orientation is here. He would convey our message to the federal government. It's never late. We have a lot to do in immortalizing Pa Akinkunmi, and the federal government should come handy in ensuring that the legacy left behind by Pa Akinkunmi is duly recognized.
After the funeral service, the remains of the late Nigerian icon were laid to rest at his home in Ibadan residence. Joyce Ere reporting for BeeTv News.
Now let's talk economy. The federal government has announced that only individuals with national identification numbers, NIN, will be eligible to purchase from the sale of 30,000 metric tons of milled rice at a subsidized rate of 40,000 naira per 50 kg bag. BeeTv News Itoa Agawa reports that the beneficiaries will be verified using methods such as the NIN and phone numbers to deter fraud and ensure that all citizens have fair access. The report.
So there's nothing like rice of 40,000 naira in Edo State. This is look the market here, forestry here. This is the headquarter. There's nothing like rice there. So go and tell government to come and publish it for us, to tell us the place to go and collect the rice.
Following the federal government's directive of solicited sales of 50 kg bag of rice for 40,000 naira across the nation,
Some respondent has reacted to the criteria the government has placed for even and fairly distribution of the bag of rice. Speaking with the BeeTv News, some who spoke stated that the federal government decision regarding the identification verification will not be applicable to certain persons, as the government should be more concerned with making things easy for the citizens. They also added that many persons may not even have the 40,000 naira to pay for a bag of rice.
People are in this Benin who cannot afford 2 times feeding a day. Where can he get 40,000 to go and collect a bag of rice? 50 kg. Where can he get 40,000? When tomatoes for market now is 500 naira. To get the 500 naira is problem. So that is not the answer. I don't think that is a good idea. If they want to help people, let them help people. Yes, we know. Nobody can cook to satisfy all the whole nation. You must see the person where you go to say yes. You know, he never eats his money, but may they try. The way where they know say the country will stay better for everybody.
It's a good development that the federal government brought some bag of rice for the masses, but that will not ameliorate the suffering of the people, because all other areas are also affected. Apart from the bag of rice, you have gari, you have yam, and etc. You know, the federal government should also try as much as possible to also stretch its good hand to other areas so that the masses will be happy. And there are so many areas in need to touch. He has touched that side of the bag of rice. You need to touch other areas so that the masses, they will be happy.
Other traders and consumers say they have not seen a subsidized bag of rice, and stated that distributing subsidized bag of rice with airlines should not be the social issue the federal government should be tackling at the moment, as they noted that the federal government should be more concerned about reducing the recent hike of fuel price.
I never said for Edo State too. There is nothing like rice 40,000 naira in Edo State, or that belongs to federal government. The rice we have in the market is 110,000 a bag. People are hungry now. People want to die for Tunubu neck, because a bag of rice now is 110,000. So I don't know where the country is going. No, I've been seeing this fuel too. Fuel is 1,200 per liter. First time in history. People are dying for hungry. Oh.
However, citizens are hopeful that the sales of palliative rice will commence soon across different markets in the nation. Itoa Agawa reporting for BeeTv News.
Now to security. The Nigerian Army says it has adopted the multi-agency approach, going beyond the joint security approach to tackling the insecurity bedeviling the nation. The Commander of Training and Doctrine Command, TRADOC, Nigerian Army Headquarters, Minna, Major General Kevin Aligwe said this at the beginning of a 4-day Nigerian Army Doctrine Combat Development Leadership Workshop. BeeTv News, Oluwarotimi Oguni has more.
The workshop, which has the theme Enhancing Doctrine and Combat Development in Nigeria Army for Effective Leadership in a Joint Environment, drew participants from generals, colonel and lieutenant colonels, as well as 7 National Youth Service Corps members, among others. According to the commander of TRADOC, Major General Kelvin Aligbe, the major objective of the workshop is how to enhance a sustainable and workable joint environment with other sister security and critical stakeholders, especially to win the war against terrorism in the country.
It's not just the army, it is how you are going to understand and operate when you are working with the Air Force, the Navy, the police, and all of these elements, including civil ministries, departments, and agencies, including NGOs. Okay, including even stakeholders who are not part of government but are key to the success of whatever operation that we are conducting.
He added that at the end of the 4-day workshop, participants are expected to become ambassadors of peace and leadership to drive home the success the military requires in the ongoing war against terrorism, which is the major philosophy of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja.
If you are a better person today, if you live here after 4 days, you are a better person, we have a better Nigeria. It translates to a better Nigeria. That is a fact.
The Chief of Doctrine and Combat Development, Major General Jamiu Jimo, is represented by the Director of Doctrine, Major General Anthony Abiwulu. The workshop would provide participants with adequate knowledge on how to lead their subordinates going forward.
It is therefore important for us as seasoned officers of the Nigerian Army to be able to imbibe the spirit of good leadership towards our subordinates, both in peace and in wartime, in order to achieve positive outcomes in our operations.
In a paper titled Psychology of Leadership, one of the resource persons, Eyis Okpataku, drew the attention of the military to the need for effective leadership in dealing with civilians in their places of operation.
Embodying leadership goes beyond just sitting at a desk in the office. It now becomes a lifestyle practice. It becomes part of how you relate with the civilian, how you relate with your barracks community, how you relate with even your subordinates and even your bosses. Leadership starts from each and every one of us.
It is expected that at the end of the workshop, participants' knowledge of the psychology of leadership would have been enhanced so that they can properly think, plan and execute different aspects in a joint environment. Oluwarotimi Oguni reporting for BeeTv News.
The International Youth Day celebration for the year 2024 has been held in the United Nations headquarters in New York, USA. A representative from Edo State, Nigeria, Ambassador Oriaifo Odion Gesitin, played a double role both as a delegate and an observer at the UN headquarters in New York. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Orator reports Ambassador Gesitin was earlier in Edo State to sensitize members of his local community in the need to vote for APC candidate Senator Monday Okwebulu in the next week's Saturday's election. The report.
At the 2024 AFS Youth Assembly, more than 600 delegates from 100 countries of the world had the opportunity to connect across 30-plus sessions, networking opportunities, and interactive activities designed to advance social impact, of which an illustrious son of Edo State from the Yesan extraction, Ambassador Gesitin Odion Oriaifo, was in attendance. World leaders and speakers at the event included Senior Research Officer of UNESCO, Priyadarshini Joshi, Stephanie Giannini, Assistant Director of Education UNESCO, Stancy Motejo, Director Global Stability, Azra Zenica, Daniel Obst, President and Chief Executive Officer, Intercultural Programs, United Nations. Other participants from different parts of the world, including the chairman and founder of Oriaifo Foundation, Ambassador Oriaifo Odion, Ambassador Gesitin Odion Oriaifo, MPH, MROCN, also contributed to global issues affecting the world. He said the program was not only eventful, but was very educative and people-oriented. He expressed his gratitude to the United Nations, to the IMO and other multinational organizations for making the event one of a kind and a huge success.
Over 700 delegates from over 100 countries to come together to cross-pollinate and cross-fertilize ideas as change makers. So I'm so happy to have participated and taking the message way back to my home country.
So many motivated, energized people, nice speakers, so yeah. I'm overwhelmed.
So much different countries, young people. It's very meaningful.
Meanwhile, the 2024 United Nations Youth Delegate to the United Nations Youth Assembly and President Oriaifo Foundation, Ambassador Gesitin Odion Oriaifo, arrived in Edo State and visited his constituency in Unie Ward 1, Esa Central Irwa, to sensitize and mobilize voters ahead of the 2024 governorship election holding in September 21, 2024, fully declaring his undivided and unflinching support for the candidacy of the All Progressives Congress Senator Monday Okwebulu. The visit was also used to flag off the Operation Light Up Unea project that aims to empower each of the 20 units of Unea with 100 solar power streetlights beginning with his immediate unit.
APC.
Akpakomisa for governor.
Akpakomisa for governor.
Osadebedare.
Come this way. Chairman, leaders, woman leader, members of APC, whatever below, you know, at least for even for the first say when I even come out for this meeting at all, you know, so not that power. Amen. The reason why I quickly talk, say, maybe we could do this meet. I know that they planned this meeting before, maybe favor my would negate talo every time, you know. I just I they favor they update me everything when they happen since, you know, concerning all the election. Although I not fit there around, but it's I say no matter how far today don't go, we must arrive now. You know, that's why I say, you know, time go on, but I still insist say I must stay here. You know, I just want to thank Una, you know, for everything Una they do for the party since. You know, I did, you know, money not really there to move the party. Funding even I even sure say. You never get one time when it be say maybe Akpakom is go say okay we only 100,000 and we get a kilo meeting. I don't think there's anything like that. But, you know, but for me, a day or the Akere, I will always want to support the party. You know, so.
On his part, the unit leader and others praised the strides of Ambassador Oriaifo. They said even though the young ambassador has not held any political position, he has kept doing what those who have mandate have not done and described him as a wonderful young man who has no limit in his area of jurisdiction. They said even though he is APC, he stretches out beyond APC to benefit all, especially with his foundation, the Oriaifo Foundation, adding that Oriaifo has been very active in the service of the nation and we're optimistic that he will go places.
Last week, Saturday, so what I beg my background was said in boy. Or tea, why Bejibara tana da wani yau da yake da ta ne ya nasa bwana ta mani mai ne de dena abi maramu voice ribo mai motali masa bota on de o akon ko na nya veja style se na nya otore PDP me ka mi tu youth chairman PDP igo bo me that you to me o Christ I zenie mi sobo once mania me la mi wona one day.
Present at the meeting were unit leaders and supporters of Senator Modi Okpebholo, Best Orator, reporting for BeeTv News.
With the recent directive by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, given to all traders and all stakeholders to crash the prices of goods and services within a month, many Nigerians think that the federal government should not enforce such measures against traders, as it needs to put everything in place economically for carrying out such price regulatory policies. BeeTv News correspondent who went around town sampling opinions of citizens brings details of this story.
Nigerians have always hoped for a price regulatory policy to be implemented by the federal government and its agencies in order to reduce the cost of goods and services nationwide, thereby making lives of the masses easy. However, that hope seemed to have come to pass when on Thursday, at a one-day stakeholders meeting on exploitative pricing, the executive vice chairman of the FCCPC, Mr. Tunji Bello, gave a month's notice to traders and other market stakeholders involved in exploitative pricing to crash the prices of goods. According to their investigations, there is a growing trend of unreasonable pricing of consumer goods and services and unwholesome practices of market associations. According to Bello, the Commission will begin enforcement after the expiration of the notice. Most citizens who spoke with BeeTv News crew believe that the federal government have no right to enforce such an order on the traders and others since it has failed to alleviate the current economic upheaval, as the current ordeal in Nigeria was brought on the people by the removal of fuel subsidy and high cost of transportation of the goods. They added that traders should not be blamed for the price increase in goods and services, as they sell items at the rate of which they buy, transportation fare inclusive. Therefore, they suggest that the federal government should ensure to fix the economy before bringing the price crashing policy.
It is not for the traders alone. I presume maybe the federal government can tackle fuel price, food price on its own, or any item of we paralyze.
The issue is that the middlemen, are they doing something to make the prices go up? If they are doing something, the government has a right to clamp down on them and to control prices. But if they are not doing anything untoward, then they should allow the market forces control the prices of goods and services. Yes. So if demand goes up, definitely, if supply does not meet demand, the prices will go up.
The cost of they are transporting these goods, this foodstuff down to the market, the major problem should be addressed before giving an ultimatum to traders. The major issue is this petroleum, this fuel of a thing. The government is very, very insensitive to the plight of the masses in this country. Me, particularly, I'm fed up.
What you have to do first of all is to make the economy better by putting us in several places like this fuel issue we are having now, and then the fuel now reduce to a price that everybody, both the poor, both the rich can afford it.
Meanwhile, though many people will welcome the idea of price control of goods and services to avoid price fixing, citizens eagerly await more sensitization and subsequent implementation of this policy in earnest. Esoa Osemege, reporting for BeeTv News.
Now, the recent economic downturn which the nation is currently experiencing has continued to affect different sectors. Recently, even cost of transportation has witnessed a high rise. Commuters who spoke with the news crew expressed their distaste over the matter and called for swift intervention by the federal government. The report.
It is no longer news that the economic downturn in Nigeria has been a cause for concern in recent times. With the continuous rise in the cost of commodities and quite recently, the hike in transportation fares further compounding the woes of Nigerians, many have faulted the recent hike in the fuel pump price as the reason behind the rise in transportation prices, describing the overnight increase in fuel and transportation as unfair.
I just came from Airport Road to Ring Road now. Along the road, they used to carry us 200 naira. Now it's 300 naira. And yesterday I went to Sapele Road. The fare was quite high. And if you calculate a worker's transport to and fro office every day, you see that at the end the workers are worse off than they were just last week here and last month here. And we think that it's unfortunate. We want to encourage the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reconsider this new increase.
Now, because of the people where they rule us, we call themselves government, because of they live for there, they carry fuel, carry food for their head. So now be the issue where affect everybody generally.
Every seconds, people like to increase. You talk about yesterday overnight. It's not overnight issue. It's every second issue in this country. So I see it as wickedness.
They are facing a very difficult time. In fact, when I heard yesterday that the fuel is increasing to 1,200 to 1,100, I don't really don't know what to say. But I don't know whether the people in the government they have the mind of human mind to look at what is going on. Now we are going to food now. We are crying. They are coming out to promise us heaven and earth.
They, however, called on the government to effect policies that would ease the spiraling economy and elevate the plight of the citizenry. Oluwatoyin Oyedola, reporting for BeeTv News.
You're still watching BeeTv Major News and the Hour. Time to take a break. The news continues.
It is no longer news that the economic downturn
A new Edo is rising.
Women they support Monday, young men and boys they support Monday. Nobody can prove you because God has granted you. Mondo has done exceptionally well for Asian people.
Everyone wants Monday Okpebolo and Dennis Idahosa. Edo State will be modernized.
Do we have water to drink? Do we have light? Do we have your school bag? You employ over 5,000 teachers to make sure that your children will go to good school.
Vote APC, vote Okpebolo and Dennis Idahosa.
Vara Bohamau, other guys at Buvana, Marasi Governor Dona Noreaction. Babu, Residana, Varabida Bare, Bohaman, Manda Bieri, Maki Rubo, Egbido de Bamonosama, Senator Monday, Okpebo, Bionara, Honorable Dennis Dahosa. Let a chief governor be deputy governor, what I do not samana. Bado vote no monosama, Senator Monday, Okpebo, be Honorable Dennis Idahosa. Bedada me, on no turn of samana, or carry a lalo. Why you look better now, one of Zena, or look better Panyuji. Wukino the same, one queno huna. Babu, Bava, APC, Amu, Ralo, Ole, Ole Nosema. Honorable Baba Nebina, Adejono Humanare, Olomono Sema, Honorable Doctor Adetutu, Owolabi, Babulo.
Afemani daya, afemani so. Bare wona. Onere go ke valinare zaya yo ite. Vale governorship election at Edo State odo tori. Ono age kerege na lelema. Oyakpo uki ogwime takani government ugbe ona ayo ni matelugbe o. Basi matsobo ma senator Monday Okpebolo lagi honorable Dennis Idahosa neki governor na Edo State. Eni mavana emo gemo. Oge tell government era le gbika na yama. Ono akerege na lelema. Bagazi ma Edo State yo etike. Eni mavana era agi ma Edo State yo anoso era kanyanidia natema era gbige yama erifio yama ono akerege na reme aralu senator Monday Okpebolo lagi honorable Dennis Idahosa izawono kia egame emelu lotomayo otalo olulo bazima twabomala na reme egweneso ede magbere afema akoko Edo esako west esako central esako east owa east and west Edo north ikpo vate vazema re haifio ni ma chegbebi APC progress Lady Dr. Adetutu Owolabi loyo na le Mona Kabo.
Welcome back. Now let's shift gears to the entertainment side of things. Let's join our correspondent for more.
Michael Smith is being charged with 3 counts of wire fraud conspiracy, and money laundering conspiracy. The Justice Department, in a news release, explained that each offense carries a maximum sentence of 20 years imprisonment. As alleged, Michael Smith's fraudulent streamed song created with artificial intelligence billions of times to steal royalties. Damian Williams, U.S. attorney in the release, said through his brazen fraud scheme, Smith stole millions in royalties that should have been paid to other rights holders whose songs were legitimately streamed. Thanks to the FBI and the career prosecutors of this office, it is time for Smith to face the music. Kendrick Lamar is said to become the first rapper in history to solo headline at Super Bowl halftime show. The National Football League, Rock Nation and Apple Music announced on Sunday that the California-born rapper will headline the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show on February 9th in New Orleans. Apple Music today released this month's Africa Now DJ mix featuring multifaceted DJ and entrepreneur DJ Any Money, real name Adedeji Eniola, who is widely celebrated as the official DJ for Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Olamide, gaining global recognition for his dynamic performances. Born and raised in Lagos, DJ Any Money's ability to captivate his audience by seamlessly blending Afrobeat, Amapiano, hip-hop, house and EDM has seen him conquer stages in the UK and Europe. That's it on Entertainment News Tonight. Gift Uwagboy reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the business circle. Let's join our correspondent for details.